You would have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was.
Did he just say what I think he said?
Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows A$AP Rocky reflect on Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, where he also took some opportunities to throw some shots at Drake the person, not just the rapper. And boy, when it comes to white rappers in hip-hop music, during a segment about how some white rappers switch up on the genre after using it to gain popularity, we got a hilarious take on Eminem versus MGK from comedian Godfrey that's got social media users in stitches. And we also got to hear from Steve Aoki on what it was like linking up with Eminem and getting his card signed. And we also got perhaps one of the wildest claims in hip-hop in 2026 that's led to a spat between Kid Cudi and Jim Jones, and we'll be exploring some facts on the matter that shows Jim Jones has either lost his mind or has perfected clout chasing and rage bait content to stay relevant at the expense of his public image.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
And starting with A$AP Rocky, boy, he's been on a press run, and Drake has come up in his interviews for obvious reasons, and he recently shared his thoughts on the battle.
You were rooting for that when he was dropping all them songs in person.
It wasn't rooting. It was just like that was going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. I think it was good sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like, you know, Drake and Dot put on a good battle for the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? What happened after that? That's kind of crazy. Like all the suing and shit. But like, I think personally, like they showed good sportsmanship. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like New York obviously is a mecca of hip hop, but still, like, I think the quintessential part of battling, like,
yeah, I watched that shit heavily.
Yeah, it's ingrained. Do you think there's a line where you go too far? Because I think that's where the blurry part comes in, where it's like, all right, yo, we rapping and we kind of like getting at each other, but yo, you just called this man. I think that's how he's looking at it. Like, yo, bro, you can't call me this type of shit. You fucking everything up. Or do you think there's no line? Because historically, I think fucked your bitch. Which, who knows if that was true?
Nah, you know that was true. But I think it's like once you cross the line and it's an engagement of a battle, gloves is off. Like, who am I to judge how far next should go talking about the next? Back to that gossipy shit. Let them talk about what they gonna talk about. Get your shit off. Like, word.
And yes, things went left as soon as the lawsuits started to fly, and that was where Drake lost a lot of hip-hop veterans and fans after the lawsuits. And things escalated quickly when this segment hit social media.
I think from a man perspective, I'm being 100, that move like a female. Like, that's it. That's just my opinion. I take it or leave it. It's my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's crazy how the threw the J. Cole under the bus. And why, yo, you don't fuck with Cole? I fuck with that. Stop playing that fire, bro.
Listen,
that Cole fire, man.
You could not drop a diss song and then delete it and apologize before the hearing. Wow.
Yo.
That's just wild. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that, it's just that I don't know where you go from that. Yo, it's like popping it and then challenge you a fight and you run away, and then the next week you're on the block talking even hotter shit. You like, yo, bro, pack it up. Like, yo.
Yo, but so I can ask you something?
Yeah.
Cole not one of them?
He is.
Okay, but, all right, I respect. Nah, I feel like.
No, he is. By the way, I thought that year when him and Drake even did the first person shooter shit, and the year before,
that was his year. He was going crazy.
He was rapping the best.
That Cole is fire, bro. I look forward to that project, man. Like, he fire. Nah, but I'm a fan of this. That move like a female.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
And boy, 2 points from this video have sparked heated debates. On the note of Drake throwing Cole under the bus, Drake fans aren't having it. Drake was getting jumped left, right, and center, and Cole was the one who left him out to dry, laughing my freaking bum off. The F is this idiot talking about? And perhaps J. Cole deleting his diss track and apologizing to Kendrick supports the point that it is the other way around. J. Cole left him out to dry, but what are your thoughts on this one? On an A$AP's point about Drake moving like a female, A$AP's fashion choices from the past are being pulled up in reactions like, says the actual female, by the way, and these photos kept pouring in. Drake moves like a female coming from Riri's handbag.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
And reduced to Rihanna's handbag is quite the take, but truth be told, Don't Be Dumb is projected to hit #1 according to Heat's Daily Double, although by a super narrow margin of victory. And we got an epic crash out on this Drake debate that resurfaced just hours ago.
Kendrick is addressing Drake's culture vulture ways and the way that he steals from the fucking culture.
What did he steal?
We not talking about how he said.
All of you, including he's in a beef with. Nobody wanted to take that on tour. Don't make me sit here and look like I'm riding. Go look at all the interviews. These said, yo, if it wasn't for homie, if it wasn't for him, yo, if it wasn't for him, I don't even know what. Yo, salute to the. I'm not. Don't make me say it. These said it. Kendrick think this, Rocky think this, The Weeknd think this, Rick Ross think this. Now he don't write his rhymes. Kanye said, yo, he wrote all my shit. I wish I could have that write all my records. Your Lord and Savior, Kanye. Your Lord and Savior. All of a sudden, I gotta sit here. No, I'm talking now. All of a sudden, I gotta sit here and look like I'm some OVO riding Drake caping when I'm just presenting the facts. He helped each and every one of these. You would have never knew who the fuck the Migos was if Drake didn't remix Versace.
What? Oh my God,
Boy, that escalated quickly.
And when it comes to the use of bots during the battles that became a mainstream conversation since Kendrick vs. Drake happened, well, we got Meek Mill out here insinuating that perhaps bots were used to sway the opinion of users on social media when he battled Drake.
Wins and losses came out, man. Wins and losses, or even just the concept of wins and losses stood out to me. But in your indie pack on how far we came, you said, I got like 1,000 wins, only got a couple losses. Oops, I'm in a couple lessons. At what point did you start viewing your losses as actual lessons, or even like some of the negatives that you viewed as negatives, but ended up turning positive in the future?
I could break this down. I could say it now, because me and Drake, we are. But like when I was battling Drake, like they had to join L's. It was like bots and shit, L's in my comments. We come from the jungle. If your mom loses her job, it's people like, she lost her job, that's an L. We don't do that where we come from. If you lose your career, if your clothing line fell off, I'm not gonna be in your comments talking about, that's an L. Where did that has that ever been in our culture?
No, there's not.
In 2014, wherever that came from, that's what it was. We don't like shame our shame, like we fight shame with power. You know, like if you shame me, like, you ain't got no money. Chicken tell me you ain't got no money. When I wake up tomorrow, next time she see me, like she probably gonna ask me for some money or some shit. Like that's how my mind think. Somebody punched my face, beat me up, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm probably gonna put a poster up of them so I could, next time we run into each other, that it's gonna be like a great match. I'm like in the business of proving people wrong. I don't know if that's like something God give you.
And some have added, he know homeboy played with bots in their feud. But what are your thoughts? And since J. Cole announced the fall-off, it has been drama all over the place, as we now got Kid Cudi versus Jim Jones duking it out, after Jim Jones boldly claimed that he made Kid Cudi's career by doing the Day and Night remix.
Nigga, remix this right here? Night and, what it was, Day and Night? Day and Night.
That was one of the biggest.
Nigga, you remixed that shit. I didn't know that shit.
That's how y'all know Kid Cudi. You wouldn't have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record in New York City. I made that the biggest record in New York City. It wasn't Kid Cudi. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was. Kid Cudi became about because he had video directors that I wanted them to do a video, and I asked them to show me a video they did before. And they showed me this kid on top of a roof with a record called Day and Night. Right. He worked in the store under the label. It was nobody. I was like, oh, yo, did this? I said, I like the record. Get the beat of the record, I want to do a remix. If you give me the beat of the record, I'll let y'all shoot my video. These kids was trying to shoot a video for free for me. Oh. Like, I got the beat. I told them they went crazy, you wanted to do it. I got the beat. I just shot the video to the beat, and I never even put the shit out. They put it up on YouTube, they ripped it off of YouTube, and it became the biggest record in New York City. And that's how Kid Cudi became an artist. They ended up giving him a big deal off of Jim Jones' back. If I'm lying, I'm fine.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Oh, my leg!
And while Jim Jones was getting cooked, we got Vlad stepping with, people are roasting Jim Jones for saying he's the reason Kid Cudi blew up, but he's absolutely right. Nobody knew who Cudi was until Jim Jones did the Day and Night remix.
Nobody. Stop. You lying motherfucker. Stop.
Keep in mind, This was coming off the heels of Ballin', his biggest song ever. I remember hanging out in the studio with Cudi and playing Pat when Cudi told us that Jim Jones tried to press him to sign over the song to him, which ultimately didn't happen. And this added Vlad to the frying pan. He's been getting cooked along with Jim Jones for supporting this. I was today years old when I found out that there's a Day and Night remix with Jim Jones. And apart from the fact that Kid Cudi's Day and Night has earned more views on YouTube than Jim Jones's entire career on YouTube has managed, doesn't help his case. And it is not just Jim Jones and Vlad getting cooked. New York City is also in the frying pan. New Yorkers think every non-New York City rap hit blew up because of a Jim Jones or French Montana remix, because that's what their desperate and dilapidated media ecosystem told them over and over. In the rest of the country, we get to just listen to those songs without hearing those bumps. And we got a globally in the US type of meme circulating right now. New York dude's mindset, skull emojis. And it didn't take long for Kid Cudi to join the conversation. Had to address this madness on my IG. I've been quiet, letting people try and rewrite history, and I'm done with that.
Oh man, so starting my day and, I see something online that I have to address, right? So Jim Jones, first off, we love Jim Jones, right? Like I grew up on Jimmy, like he's the homie. I met him when I was coming up. He was cool, right? Jimmy, I'm gonna address you directly, man. You talking about how you are responsible for my success is a lie. You need to stop lying to people. You get on your little podcast and you start gossiping and talking shit, and everybody on your podcast don't know the truth, so they all agreeing with you. But if you look under the comments under that post, you'll see people are letting you know what time it is. This is part one. I got more to say. Day and Night was already a hit record before you touched it, man. I put it on my MySpace, it blew up, okay? I had an entire mixtape. I was on my way. Motown was courting me. Kanye wanted to sign me, all because of Day and Night, because I put it on my MySpace and it blew up, man. It blew up. I can promise you that Sylvia Rome did not listen to your remix and say she wanted to sign me. That is not why I have a record deal, bro. Nothing you're talking about is the truth. How do you think I had a music video? I was shooting the music video. I was already on. You saw a hit record and jumped on it, man. Like, you didn't make me, man. You didn't make me. So, you gotta stop telling these tales, man. You gotta stop. I wanna shout out everybody that's been in the comments letting us know what the truth is, But it's crazy how people just be trying to, take credit for my success. You know what I mean? It's wild, And I like Jimmy, man. It kind of breaks my heart to hear him on here trying to take credit for something that he's not a part of. You know what I mean? You jumped on my shit. I didn't ask you to do that, And granted, they played it on Hot 97 every day, and it was a thing on Hot 97 on the radio. But I was an international artist from jump. I had the world. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But I'm gonna address this now. You know what I'm saying? No more tales, man. You ain't had nothing to do with this. So yeah, man. Just wanted to address that. I just know that just trying to erase history. You know what I mean? Just trying to rewrite history. And I'm alive and well, and I'm around to address it. This Jimmy talking about how he's responsible for my success. This comes up every couple years. He's always talking about it, and I've been ignoring it. And now finally I'm gonna say something, because you're not about to be out here trying to take credit for something that you had nothing to do with, So yeah, just wanted to address that, y'all. Peace and love.
And Kid Cudi's been laughing at the YouTube comparison posts, but what are your thoughts? And does anyone agree with Jim Jones that he was responsible for Kid Cudi's success? And we got Steve Aoki break down how he got his card signed by Eminem when they linked up at the live show at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit.
Last night was an insane experience. Rock a full arena with Eminem. First of all, that alone was already pretty legendary. But let's rewind a little bit back. The day before, I went into a card shop called Three Kings, and one of the owners had the sickest Eminem card collection and was showing it because we're in Detroit. This is his home turf. He was showing me these cards. He graciously gifted me one of his Eminem cards. And I was like, wow, you know what? I'm actually playing with Eminem the next day, so it would be really cool to get him to sign it. So we cracked it out of a BGS 9.5 slab, which is already pretty crazy. But to get the autograph, you have to do that. Then played a really insane show. It was super fun. Ended up meeting up with Eminem, talked a bit. What an absolute goat. And he signed my card for me, and the show that he played was so good. Seeing Eminem in Detroit is something I will never forget. On top of that, getting his card signed. There's so much love of Detroit and Eminem all in this incredible memory, and I'm keeping this card forever. Detroit, I love you. Hope to be back soon.
And on the allegations of white rappers switching up on the hip-hop genre to seek greener pastures in other genres after using hip-hop as a stepping stone, we got to hear from comedian Godfrey on how a certain white rapper didn't do it by choice, but rather because of Eminem.
Post Malone, he went super white. That man is super, he's like super country white star now.
Oh, they always dabble in blackness and then
who else went black? Oh, Ariana Grande went back to white.
So as soon as I see a white dude hopping or doing fraternity shit, that's
how Machine Gun Kelly went black and white.
Yes, he went black and white. Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly went back to white.
Yeah, they all do it.
Yeah.
You know who sent him back to white? Eminem.
Yeah.
Fucked his ass up, and he'd start wearing crop tops.
He went super white. He went white and gay.
Yeah, he did. Man, he came for Eminem, and Eminem whooped his ass. Like,
I missed that.
Because Machine Gun Kelly.
I
get it.
Can we pull up a before and after picture of Machine Gun Kelly?
No, because I'm like, I don't be knowing white people be.
He used to be like a thug rapper.
Yeah, I don't know what he wants to be,
but I think he's from Cleveland.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Ecuador. I was like, no way, baby.
Eminem did a rap where he said,
"I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you."
That shit was white on white.
Why didn't we hear about this? I don't be hearing white people.
This was a long time ago.
I don't know white people business.
No, he said before Eminem disses you, after. He looked like a single mom.
Right? He looked like he shopped in Montgomery Ward.
He looks like he dates black dudes. Eminem murdered this dude. They didn't switch genres. He switched genres, clothes,
sexuality.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So much for you dress better, I rap better. Because while this may fly in the fashion world among weirdos, it is a no in the hip-hop space. And boy, the roasting session is on. MGK is for people who think Gatorade is spicy. And that will be all for today, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.